Sue here again from Sue's Dolbrodmaeth garden today. Another glorious day. We're going to make the most of the nice weather. So in my previous video I said that I had finished, but I hadn't, because I did come back round the other side to put all the tools away, but I then proceeded to do a bit more strimming. I used the two small batteries and I trimmed all round here. I will just show you where I trimmed, and now I'm going to trim. I'll show you where I'm going to trim. But I have also ordered from Harlech, which is my food service company, a massive bucket of table salt, and also I forgot how much it is, but quite a lot of white vinegar. I thought I would do that because it's a lot cheaper to buy it from Harlech than it is from Amazon when it comes to like bulk salt, table salt. So it's just that average normal white table salt that you use for tables. Anyway, but it's really good for doing the car park and everything. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to spray a load of salt and vinegar around today, mixed with some washing up liquid and some warm water, and we're going to put it in our sprayer, and we're going to go around and spray a lot of the weeds up the drive. Because I did do this before and it did work, but I'm thinking with like the help of the strimmer and the spraying, it would be a really good idea, because what I'm going to do is spray the new weeds that are coming up along the drive and then trim them once they die off. So if there's any brown bits laying around, I'll just trim them, and between the two I should combat the grass growing and the weeds growing around the car park and up the drive in the gravel. So I'm going to get this done this year. This is going to happen because I'm so fed up with it looking scruffy. So I'm going to do this without using really harsh chemicals, even though vinegar and salt mixed together does turn into quite a harsh chemical. But at least it goes right down to the root as well, and will kill the whole plant, and it will dehydrate. And this weather at the moment, without rain and hot, well, quite warm today, a bit hazy, but at least it will kill the weeds and the grass in the gravel. That is my aim. Right, so let me just show you what I've done already, and then we can go and do some trim around here again. As you can see, it's all growing back, so we need to get on top of this bit, but we are going to spray it as well. So where we haven't managed to trim it, we're going to spray it. So that's what the plan is today. I still have two batteries indoors that I can use as well. But as you can see here, where these weeds are growing back, this is the bit I want to trim. It's not so dense. And down the middle bit with the grass. So that's what we're going to do today, because I think this is the ideal day to do that. And my dog is up there looking at me. Anyway, and I need to clean my car roof because it looks minging. Look at this though. Oh wow. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh wow, this hasn't flowered since I cut it right back, and that's 2020, 4 years ago. It's the first year it's flowered this year. Look at that, it's stunning. Oh, I love it. Let me take some photos of this. So what I've been doing, it's gone really hot in the sun. Like I said, over here it's either freezing cold, or when the sun comes out it's like being in the desert and it's boiling hot. And now it's like 25 to 12 and it's gone really hot over here. So I've trimmed, oh no. Fed up with me talking. So let's just get on and I'll show you where we're going to trim. I've just trimmed right along the edge of the bed, as you can see. So I've got all the weeds away from the edge of the bed. So what we're going to do is spray it with the salt and vinegar spray and see how long it takes to die. But at the minute I need to go in and have a coffee and just have a rest for a minute because it's quite warm out here. I did trim off all of the grass here, as you can see, but on these bits I'm going to try and see if we can do the salt and vinegar trick to kill off the rest of the weeds, and then we'll go back over it with the strimmer. That's what I'm thinking, but I just wanted to get them away from where the wall is, so that's what I've just done. So that's what we've done right now, Yeah, I think we've got a blackbird nesting somewhere. Let's just have a look, because I don't know where it is. Keep seeing a blackbird fly onto our house when we're in room 3, which is this room here. That's the bedroom we're staying in. So we got a flat upstairs, but we like to sleep in the guest rooms basically, because it is our house after all. So that's what we've been doing. We've been sleeping in different rooms in this house. So it's just really hot upstairs now in the loft, because our flat's in the loft and it's really hot. So when there's no guests here, I just like to sleep in all the different rooms, because it's nice to use the rooms. One, it gets them used, and two, you can find out what problems you've got in the rooms, whether the water pressure is all right, things like that. Anyway, I'm just gonna go in and have a coffee, because it's really cool in my house in the living room. So I'm just gonna sit there for a few minutes, have a coffee, and then come out and make up some salt and vinegar spray. I was going to clean my car. I need to clean the roof. It's the roof that needs cleaning. I need to find a scrubbing brush. I'm just looking at my car. It's so scruffy. Yeah, it's not being very well loved. Anyway, let's go and get a coffee. And I might need to put my sandals on, unless I'm strimming. Actually, that spray, I don't want to get that on my feet either, but they're very hot with my wellies on. Yeah, I'm getting really hot feet. I might have to use my little blue shoes. Yeah, okay, bye. Everyone, Sue here again at Sue's Dolbrodmaeth Garden Stand. It's the 12th of May 2024 and it's about 11:15. I've just come out and I've just come over to the no dig area because we're going to be working around here again today. We need to get the weeds out of the beds where I said yesterday. No, not yesterday, the day before. I didn't actually do any. I went out yesterday with my friend. Thank you very much, Sandra, for taking me to town yesterday, and it was really lovely. And we actually saw the carnival in Dolbrodmaeth, which was really lovely. And I managed to get my animal food and my dog food and everything, and she carried it. Wow, she's like a Trojan horse. Thank you, Sandra. Anyway, so it's now Sunday, and Simon is starting to move a bit more. He's just having a foot bath of Epsom salts. I've just left him sitting at the side of the bed, and then I'm going to take a chair in to the bedroom for him so he can sit up more with his feet on the floor rather than on the bed all the time. Just do a bit of getting one of his feet he's now able to walk on, sort of more or less, just about, but the other one he still can't. So it's getting better, so I should think by the end of this week he will be all right, hopefully, touch wood, because he needs to cut the grass. It's getting really long, and I think it's going to rain tomorrow, because apparently we're supposed to be having some thunderstorms, and I think it's going to rain, which will mean that the grass will go absolutely mental and really grow. So I'm thinking maybe I should cut the grass again over by the because it's grown since I cut it the other day. Remember I cut the grass the other day? Well, it's actually grown loads since then, and it's not rained or anything yet, so I'm thinking maybe I should cut it while it's not raining. But I also wanted to do the car park with putting down the salt and vinegar spray to stop the weeds from growing back. And I need to do that while it's dry, otherwise I can't do it in the rain. So I've got to prioritise what I need to do today. So I think doing the car park is the most important job at the moment. So I think I prioritise, do the car park first, and then probably do some weeding, because I can't do cutting the grass and going around the whole car park and up the drive, because that'll take me quite a long time, and strimming as well. We're going to try and do some strimming today, but I won't do everything, that's for sure. And I need to water the polytunnel again to make sure that it doesn't dry out. I really drenched it the other day and it didn't need watering at all yesterday. which was really good because I thought I would have to water it yesterday because it was so hot in there, but I didn't have to, so that was good. But I know today I'm going to water it so it doesn't dry out. But I also need to weed this bed here. In fact, I might do that first. I've got to go in first and see to Simon, take the bowl down, bring the chair in, then I'll come back out and I'll decide what I'm going to do. But I definitely think I might do some weeding first and then do the spraying. So we need to get it done before it rains, that's for sure. The spraying has to be done before it rains. The weeding could wait until... Oh, hold on, Sue. I will think about it and I'll get back to you as to which order I'm going to do things right now. Okay, bye. Again. Right, we're back round by the polytunnel now, and the job we're going to do first is get the sprayer ready to spray the salt and vinegar spray on the car park. And round this area, I think. I'm going to spray some of it round here. I will give you an overview of the polytunnel afterwards. But I don't want to get distracted at the moment. I'm easily distracted, even just looking around in here. Nothing needs watering right this second, so we will be alright for a minute. So we just need to get on and do this car park job, because I think it is really important to get the weeds down. Oh, there's a great big bee. Distractions. Right, okay, we're just going to show you what we're going to use. Again from Sue's Dolbrodmaeth garden stand. It's the 14th of May 2024, and you would not believe it, I lost my phone for 2 days. Right, I put my phone down because I got distracted. I was doing something in the garden, something a bit different that I don't normally do, and usually when I do something a bit different might mean that I put something down and then promptly lose it, which I did. So I looked everywhere for my phone, as you do, and I found it in the most stupid place. I mean, luckily it didn't rain too much because I did leave it outside, and I'll show you where I put it. So really stupid me. Anyway, the other day I came over here to get the blue hoops from here. There was the 3 blue hoops that I've taken over to the other side of the garden for the brassicas that I'm putting in. And I put my phone on here, of all places, because I didn't have a coat on, so I didn't have any pockets, and I just put it down there, and luckily it's under these trees here, so it didn't get wet by the rain. It's in this cover, so it didn't get wet, but that's where I put it. So I lost it for 2 days. I was looking indoors, I looked everywhere that I did. I've been in and out of polytunnel numerous amounts of times. Thought, I don't know, I've put it somewhere weird. I know I have, because I've probably put it down with something weird that I did, and normally I don't come over here and get stuff over from over here, but I knew that the blue hoops were here. So anyway, that's that. Stupid me, but we're back on form now. I just noticed, so I've been weeding a lot round the no dig garden, I will show you, but I've been neglecting round this side of the garden because I can't be everywhere doing everything. It's just impossible. So I've noticed here that my leeks are really getting tall now, and I need to take all the weeds out of there. Look, there's loads of weeds in there. So I'm going to clear this bed over this side out and take all that stuff out and uncover this side. We've got our strawberries here growing, and also what I need to do, because my sweet peas have gone absolutely mental, is trim up this plant here, so I can get my sweet peas round here. And I've also got to bring the arch over so I can put the sweet peas up. Look how many sweet peas I've got. And these aren't included in the ones that I've already put over the other side, which I will show you. But look how many sweet peas I've got. So I've put them all outside now to harden off. I've got petunias, chrysanthemums, so much stuff. And I've also managed to plant up the pots that I said I was going to plant up. So I've planted up the pots over, I will show you, I'll give you a little tour. Right over there, look, I've actually put some flowers in that pot there for the first time ever. For years and years, and so I've done that. So I've been working over there putting stuff in. I did that last night, but I've got so many flowers this year, because remember I said I wanted to grow millions of flowers? Well, I have and they're all growing. I've got petunias, geraniums, you name it, I've got it. And I found out what the white flowers were around the other side. They are stock. They are the stock, the big stock, and I've actually got some indoors because they smell amazing. So anyway, round this side of the garden today, these Mizuna are nearly done now, so these are going to have to come out this week. At the end of this week, I think we're going to take the Mizuna out because we need to get our peas in. The irises, I just noticed two are falling over, but the radish and everything are doing well in here. Over here, these are what I put in the other day, literally the other day, and they're all growing now, look, under here. It's quite windy today, so these are they're called wildlife attraction collection, so they're not actually wildflowers, they attract wildlife. So some of them are coming up big time now, so we'll keep them uncovered. Some of these night scented stock are coming up that I done the other day as well. Yeah, and the alyssum that I put in are coming up. I don't think any of these ones at the back are going to grow, you know, but we will just water them again. We've got a few things out, but I have tried to put as much as I possibly can outside to harden off, because we need to get the stuff outside now. So this is my mission this week, is to harden everything off and put it outside in the garden. So we've got all our, before they start growing too big, these are ideal sizes to put out in the garden now. And we've got our tomatoes here, which we're actually going to grow in the polytunnel, so we need to sort them out. And then we've got night scented stock here, and hollyhocks, they're all growing, the antirrhinums, all these Livingston daisies, these things we potted on the other day. We potted on all these things. I don't think they're all British, you know. I really don't. I don't know what's going on there, but those are all British seeds that I sowed. I don't think they are. Anyway, looks weeding, but we're going to leave it for now because we've got bees. We've got bees. So we're not going to interfere with this yet. We're going to leave it for a little bit longer, and then we will not pull out the parsley. There's a parsley here. So once these are all gone over, but I really do not want to take them out at the moment because there's still a load of bees and insects on them. Look, this is why you need to let flowers go to seed. I mean, to go to flower, you know, all these wild plants. Look. You know, these wouldn't be in here if I didn't let these flower. So, well, you know, we've got to, it's a balancing act. But we do need to get our peas in. Yes, and hydrangea has gone mental. And we found out that we can make Simon stinging nettle tea. So I've actually made him stinging nettle soup so far, which he's had. He's getting a lot better now. He's on the road to recovery. He did actually get in the car yesterday. I managed to go up to the post office because we needed to post a parcel. But look at the, oh, Science eating the rhubarb. Wow. It's really hard to grow rhubarb, you know. It's always getting eaten by something. It had an attack of whitefly. Now it's being eaten. I think that's the culprit there. On there, look. Ah! It's sod. So, yeah, this is why I've never been able to grow rhubarb. Because every time it's grown, it's got killed by something. Slugs, bugs, all sorts. Something will kill it. They're quite pot bound. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave these in pots and grow these rhubarb in pots. And then I can keep a close eye on these bugs that keep trying to kill it. But I definitely think, yeah, they have a lot of pests. They're really annoying. That's why I haven't grown rhubarb, because it's always being attacked by something. We need to get these onions in. Yeah, these onions need to go in. Ah, actually, the onions can go. See all the stuff I've taken off the table? There's all that stuff outside. I've taken it all off. There's still a load more to go outside. These are all the teeny tiny plants, but I have... oh, What's that there? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so the next lot of things that need potting on are all these. Sorry, I just don't finish my sentences, do I? We've got these, oh, these are those goblin daisies that are like a beautiful fiery red. What are they called? Gaillardia or something. And these are the nicotinia that are an autumn flower. They're late flowering things, so they're nice for later on. And these are, what are these? It's lucky I label everything. Foxgloves, foxy mix they are. They don't look like foxgloves to me. I don't know. And these are definitely not growing. So we've left these here for over a week. But these two delphiniums are, so we will pop them on. Yeah, I brought these 3 pots in because I want to put some flowers in there. And we're definitely not going to put the sunflowers in pots this year. They're going to go straight in the garden because they do not need to be in pots because they need so much water. So we're going to find a place for those. Look at my lovely lemon balm, absolutely gorgeous. All these things. Look at the courgettes now. Oh, we could take them over. Right, so what I was just doing, I will show you. I just got my wheelbarrow. Let's look at this side of the garden. It definitely needs them. These are still flowering, look. Look. And they are all doing well over there. We'll just tidy this up. I need to weed this bit, like I said. Look, I still haven't done it. I haven't got round to it. Quite liking this sort of wild garden here with the little daisies. I'm not going to pick those up. I like those. But look. So I filled up this wheelbarrow full of the brassicas and these crimson clover and also the Russian tarragon. These two are sage. We're going to just pop them on. They need to be potted on again, I think. They're looking a bit weak. Oh no, sorry. Oh no, yes. Jets flying over today. It's the same two. They just keep flying round and round. Yeah. Anyway, I took this plant out of the front of the pot at the front of the house the other day because look, as you can see, half of it's alive, half of it's dead. So we're going to split it in and get rid of the dead half, and then there's a live half. So I've actually put flowers in that pot outside the front of the house. In here are all our cosmos, lupins, everything. Here are our sunflowers that we need to get in the garden very soon, and our hollyhocks that are growing really well this year. Everything seems to be growing really well. Anyway, so our job next is to do this, and I'll take you around the other side of the garden and show you where I've weeded it. Okay. And we've spaced out all our brassicas, so we've got 18 brassicas. These are a mixture, I think, of early sprout and broccoli, Brussels sprouts, I think, I don't know, and cabbage maybe, I don't know, I can't remember. I did label everything, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, that's the brassicas. In here the potatoes are starting to come up, you can see, really late. These are supposed to be very first early potatoes, and they're really late. They have had a job trying to grow in the rain. I thought they were all dead. I have planted potatoes around the other side now in my other no-dig bed area. But yeah, as you can see, so what I'm doing is I'm just pulling out the weeds that are growing in there with the potatoes. These are covered up with so much mulch. Yeah, they're doing all right. You can see that they're all starting to grow now. So we won't worry about those. Anyway, in here we're going to put in the crimson clover and some of the Russian tarragon. So 2 Russian tarragon, crimson clover. The clover should take over the whole bed. This is what we're hoping. We'll see if that happens. And over here we've put a Russian tarragon as well. Over here. So we've got to remember to plant that one in there. And this is stock. Look at that. That's lovely, and it smells absolutely amazing. I've got some in my lobby in a vase, and it smells beautiful in the evening. And I grew this from seed and I thought it didn't grow, but it's growing loads this year. So this is from last year. The borage is from last year. We've got some more stock coming up here, I think. And we seem to have some purple flowering stock as well. So with the borage, it looks amazing, doesn't it? The smell is divine. And the smell really comes out in the evening. So even though this isn't evening stock, because it's another variety, is the evening scented stock, which I'm also growing. But look at that, and there are bees. So this is why we need to plant flowers in our gardens, to attract the bees. We need to attract the bees. Anyway, in here we're going to be putting in our courgettes. So our courgettes are going to go in there. They're going to go in next, but that won't be today. I trimmed all this. I decided to put this back to grass because I can't be bothered with it. So we're just having this as the bed. I've just let the chickens out. Anyway, it's a bit windy. It's a bit sort of stormy type of thing. But I weeded this the other day so we can plant stuff in there. I've decided that I'm going to plant a tree in here. So I'm going to put a little tree in there. So we are going to keep that as a bed. And I weeded this. And as you can see, there is some asparagus in here. But it's really hard to see. And when you're weeding it, it's really hard to see. So I did actually find some asparagus, but there's not much. But there are some. So, and I grew these from seed, so they are actually growing. I've decided, I weeded this bed as well, which does have wild flowers in it. And I don't know if I think there's still dock leaves, but I have pulled out dock leaves and I've left in all the seedlings because I don't know which ones are the flowers and which ones are weeds. So I will know as they grow, and we will just take out a few of the weeds. We won't go mental. I weeded this bed the other day, and this bit here I've decided to have as a path as well, because I need my bed smaller. I don't need such big beds, I've decided. So this bit's going to be a path. So I'm just going to keep on trimming it with the dock leaves when the dock leaves grows. But look how much it's grown. And I cut all this the other week. Last week I cut the grass. All of it round here, and it's all grown back again, so we just got to keep on top of it. So between weeding and cutting the grass, it's like a never-ending job. But the teasels, oh my god, look at them. Look at those beauties this year. And the gladiolus are coming back up over here again, and I will plant some more gladiolus in here because I've got those red ones. So we need some more down this end, I think. Just a few, because I can't see the gladioli bulbs, because sometimes they just rot off. We need to get some flowers in here because this grass, we don't want too much of this grass growing back. There's a verbena there growing back, and it's got some grass growing there. We need to get that grass out. Quite easy to pull out, see? But we need to, look, we'll leave the daisies, but we'll pull out the weeds we don't want. But as you can see, I've been maintaining this side of the garden. Oh yeah, and the other evening when it was sort of raining, I came over here and I took the covers off of here. I've washed these covers, they're in the wash, and I've actually weeded all my garlic. So I pulled up one of the garlic. They are actually growing, they're turning into cloves now. So that is actually the garlic bulbs that we bought for planting, but they look a bit puny, don't they? But we'll leave them for a bit longer. Our onions in here are growing really well. We need to get in here next and do some weeding. I need to tidy up all these bricks. I'm just going to put them around the bed because I'm not going to put the cover back on there. We're going to leave it open. Yeah, the onions are growing now in there. Look like they're bolting to me though. Those onions look like they're bolting. Yeah, they do. Oh well. Here is a broccoli that's going to seed. This is a really old broccoli from last year. These are all this year's crop. Oh, I can get a couple of cabbage leaves for Simon around here. These are really big cabbage leaves. Oh, we need to take out these dock leaves again. Take out all the dock leaves. Try and keep the earth clear because it stops pests. Yeah, here we go. They're doing all right. So I think these are the early sprouting broccoli. That's broccoli. Yeah, that's Brussels sprouts. So we've got Brussels sprouts, broccoli. I think I've mixed everything up. But it doesn't matter. They're all brassicas. You treat them basically the same. Well, I do. You can do whatever you like, but I do everything the way it suits me. Anyway, happy am I with these. My God, they are so beautiful. So these are a perennial. I planted these last year. They were puny, didn't come to anything. In fact, I thought they'd all died. I really did. And I thought they were comfrey. I really did, because that's the comfrey down there. Same sort of leaves really when they're young, but then they turn into beautiful purple. Look at them. They go so well with the white. That was accidental. But we're still getting loads of these stock. Look, we've got more there. So I think you can deadhead them and they should keep growing. But these plants got really big before they started growing. I don't care if they're all knocked over and everything, doesn't matter. Look, I think you can just cut them straight back down again and they grow again. But we won't be doing that. We'll let them flourish. Looking beautiful. I love it. And look at the berries on our Mahonia. So we've got berries on our Mahonia now. So these are the Mahonia berries. So remember the flowers in the winter? And now it gives you these beautiful berries. This is such a lovely plant. I love this plant. I expect we could take some seeds from these because there'll be the seed pods. Oh, we could take seeds. I feel like birds might have been eating them. But that's good. We don't mind. We're here to feed the wildlife. That's what we do. That's what we like doing. But yeah, this Mahonia, since I moved it, it's so old. I do not know how old it is, but I know it's really old. Oh, it's thriving over here. Absolutely loves it. Even in the wind and the rain and the snow and the sleet and all this horrible weather we've had. It's so windy over here. But look at those teasels. They are vicious, those teasels. If you look at the trunks, let me just show you the trunks of these teasels. Whoa, they are vicious. Look at these. They've got spikes all over the leaves. And spikes all up the stems. And look at the leaves on these. Look at these. Look at these. They're like teeth. They're like teeth. You would not want to get caught on these, I tell you. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love them. Can't see any froggies. I don't know where the tadpoles have gone. Can't see the tadpoles. But I'm sure they're in there somewhere, hiding. But yeah, just let nature be, Sue. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do now. Put all my waste on there. I've got to go and get the cardboard. I've got so much cardboard. My God, I've got tons of cardboard. I'm going to have to flat pack it all and store it. Because I ain't going to get it all on the beds at the moment. But I want to keep it because come the autumn, when everything starts dying back, I want to cover all the beds with cardboard. So I need to keep all the cardboard. We need to sort this bed out and do something with this. Put some flowers in here. We're going to put flowers in all these beds for the summer so they're all utilised, apart from this one maybe, where we've got all this cardboard. But look at my wild mallow growing. It's growing really well. Anyway, let's get on. We've got to get all these in. That's today's job. Yeah, this could take me probably 2 hours or so to do all this in the wind. Yeah, lovely. Oh, how nice. And I've got to dig holes. I don't know how soft this earth's going to be. It has rained a bit, but I still think this earth might be quite hard. And I might have to go right round the edge and square it off and stuff to make it look neater. Okay, we're off. The wind keeps getting up and then dropping. I've been putting in these brassicas for the last half an hour. It's 12:30 now. So we've put in this side here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we put 9 in this side so far. And then we're going to put them ones in that side. So I've got to go and feed my dog first and check Simon doesn't need anything. And get myself a cup of coffee. But look, I've done that so far. We are going to cover these up initially. To keep them safe. Well, they will be covered up for the whole of their lifetime because of the white butterflies and the pheasants and things like that. So I will wash out the cloth and bring it over But they should be all right for a little while I go indoors, and then we give them a really good water. This earth is amazing because I have been like putting loads of cardboard on this earth, and then loads of waste on this earth, and then loads of grass on this earth, and it is full of worms. It is really, really nice earth. These dock leaves aren't that hard to dig out. It's very soft to dig around. It is really good. So all these beds will be the same because they've all been made out the grass just by laying cardboard on initially, and then me just putting waste on like that. I just throw the waste from the kitchen and the chicken waste on the tops, and then put cardboard on as well. This one could do with putting grass on next, I think, this one here. So I think that's what we do. So once Simon cuts the grass again, once he's better, I will get him to keep all the grass again, and we'll put it on these beds again. But obviously I want to put flowers in as well, so I might need him to just stack it up somewhere, and then I can use it as and when I need it, rather than just putting it straight on the beds, because they have got stuff in. And I will be keeping more in, and I need to use some of the grass that we get next time to mulch around this bed here. So I need to weed this one, and then when we cut the grass again, we'll keep all the grass clippings, and I will use it as a mulch on all these beds, because grass is a great mulch to use, and it rots down into the soil. Obviously the worms drag it down, as well as they do all the other stuff that I put on the soil, because you wouldn't even know that I'd put on that bed not very long ago loads of what I've just put on there, which is like eggshells, all the stuff from the kitchen waste. That's what I do. I keep it all and I put it in a pot and I throw it on the garden, just straight on the garden, because I haven't got any room left in my compost bins. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to throw it straight on the garden. That's what I've been doing. So that's how I do my gardening. So anyway, we will need to water these really thoroughly. The earth is really wet, by the way. It's really soft and nice and soft and easy to manipulate. So we're going to heel them all in before we cover them up as well, to make sure that they're really firm in the soil. I did push them really hard down with my hands, but nothing's better than your feet. So I will heel them all in properly, and then what we're going to do is grow in some flowers in between, I'm thinking, like marigolds or something like that. Companion planting is always good. So, and then we'll put all of them in that bed there, and I think we're going to just weed the dock leaves out of the potato bed there, and concentrate on this side of the garden today. I think we were going to concentrate on the other side, but I can't do everything. I'm only one person and I can't possibly do everything. And I might actually bring the courgettes around and pop them in here as well. I think they could do with going in, and then that would be a lot of the crops that we want put round here done, and then it's just a matter of putting the flowers in basically. And we need to put all the flowers in round the pond, but we need to get these crops in first, because these were really pot bound, all these brassicas. So anyway, we will continue after. Bye. Just having a break in the polytunnel, and I noticed that we have peas. We have peas. 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 We have peas already. We have peas there. See the peas? So our dwarf peas are giving us peas. Yay! Oh, I'm really happy about that. I was just sitting here looking at these beautiful Mizuna, looking at the bees sitting on the Mizuna and all the hoverflies, and just thinking how everything is so advanced this year in my polytunnel. My brassicas, because this time last year I remember the white butterfly, I still have brassicas inside the polytunnel, but I haven't got any brassicas in the polytunnel this year. They're all done. I've already seen to them, apart from these ones here, which I'm going to leave in now. But the rest, I've nearly put them all out, and they're going to be covered up, so the butterfly won't be able to get access to them. So I'm well in advance this year with my brassicas, which I think is really good. And they have grown really well this year. And we need to weed this bed down here, because the anemones are coming out. They're coming out. So we need to tidy that bed up so we can see them properly. And we need to weed here, because our gladioli are really growing. Well, then these aren't supposed to be indoors now. We're supposed to dig them up and put them in the garden. But I don't think I'm going to this year. I think I'm going to leave them inside the polytunnel. You see our asparagus there? Our asparagus ferns. So those asparagus, we're going to dig them up this year, later on this year, and put them in the garden with the other asparagus. These ones are older, but I've done them all from seed. They're all done from seed. But anyway, I was just looking around the garden, just sitting here having a break. And look at my fig tree. This massive branch coming off of it. But it's looking amazing now. And I was thinking about my little rhubarb here that I've done from seed. And I'm actually going to grow them in pots and keep an eye on them. But I have noticed, look, something's attacked them. There was like a little brown bug on there, which I managed to get off. But I'm actually going to put these on the table so they don't get attacked by slugs. So they revive. They will revive. They're reviving already. But this is what happens to rhubarb when I grow rhubarb. It always gets attacked by something. So I'm thinking if I grow it in 2 big pots, we'll just grow it in pot. We'll just grow it in a pot and not put it in the ground, because I tried to grow it in the ground before and it literally has been eaten and I've never seen it, and I've never had rhubarb off it, and I do want rhubarb. So anyway, I was just looking at this beautiful plants here, and the bees, there are some bees in here, so we're really good. So there we are. I'm going to go back round and put the rest of my brassicas in. I've covered up my brassicas. It's so windy today, it takes your breath away. So I've covered them up as best I can. Once the wind drops, I can come over here and rejiggle it, because one of these sticks broke, so I've just pushed it in as best I can for the moment. But I literally just wanted to cover them up to stop them getting the wind on them. And this one's leaning over too far. But at the moment I managed to get the net on and we've watered them. So we just really want to leave them for a minute, let them settle down. So that's the brassicas in, so we've done that. I think we've only got a few brassicas left. And a few brassicas, oh, I didn't get this net at the end here, look. Oh damn, let's push it over like that. It's not perfect, but it'll do for a minute, just to keep them safe under there for a minute until I can, and it keeps the pheasants off them. That one still needs straightening up there, I noticed. But that will do for now. We just need to get them in. So we've done that, they're all in now. That's all the brassicas in there. So what we need to do now is put the, see my stick, it all broke up. So I need to go and get another bamboo cane and redo this end. This one's not good enough, this one's too short. So yeah, but we will get it done properly. So we're nearly done it. So the brassicas are now in. So next thing that we want to do is put in the put in those flowers there. So we're going to do that next. We're not going to cover them up. And then we need to put in the courgettes here, which we do need to cover up. So what I might do with this one is just get a net and just lay it over the top so they can get going. It shouldn't be that important for them to be covered up. I usually uncover them quite quickly, but just while they get going, just cover them up, let them get going, and then uncover them. So we will do that one last. We'll go and do the flower bed now. But it is really windy today. It's really annoying actually. Oh, because it's really stormy. Like stormy weather. I thought it was going to rain just now, but it didn't. So there we go. Let's carry on. I'll show you once I've done that bed. I've been out here for ages. I put all my courgettes in. So there's 5 plants here. They're just called green courgettes. I haven't bothered to put the label in because I know what they are. But I do need to trim around the edges still, I think. I've made this bed smaller than it used to be. So we've done that. We've managed to do all this without it raining. I haven't actually watered these ones in because that soil is really wet in there. So when it rains they should be alright. If it doesn't rain I will water them in, but I think they'll be alright. Whereas all the others I've watered in. Sorry about the wind. So we've done our brassicas today in a very wobbly net, but it doesn't matter. And we've put in all our crimson clover. Hopefully it'll revive. and Russian tarragon. And I've made this bed a bit shorter to here. I know Simon wanted like long beds, but I'm doing the gardening, so I'm the one that decides what happens at the end of the day, and I'm making them a bit smaller. So I've made this one a bit smaller, so it ends there, so this can grow back to grass here. And yeah, that's a big enough bed as far as I'm concerned. So the next one to do is to bring some more cardboard over. I've just put all the grass that I took out from here and thrown it on here on top of the cardboard, because I thought if I put it on the cardboard it'd die down. I've made sure it's not actually touching the earth, so that grass can dry off and become a mulch. And then we'll put some more cardboard on there. That bed over there, I think we're going to plant some stuff into that. I might actually put cardboard on this one. Actually, I'll dig out round the edges so we can define the edges, and we'll put more cardboard on that one. I want to plant into this one some flowers this year, and then this one's got our potatoes in, so we're not worrying about that one. And then we've got the beds over there around the tree. That bed there we can put some stuff in, and there it's got some wildflowers in. So we're just going to keep on putting stuff in the beds until we've got rid of all the flowers that we decided to do this year. We've got so many flowers, but I've also can't really put any near the house at the moment because of the patio going to be done. So I will put a load of flowers in the wall there, and I will put a load of flowers at the end there. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm really happy with that. So I'm probably going to go in for a little while and make the dinner and everything, and then I'm going to come out again later and I'm going to do some trimming, because I really need to do some trimming. So I will leave the video there for now, and we'll see you later on. Dolbrodmaeth garden today, and it's about 6:10 on Tuesday the 14th of May, and I've literally just come out again because I thought, you know what, I was watching a guy that I like, Yes Go, and I accidentally touched something and then it went off the screen, and I thought, oh, that's telling me that I need to go back out in the garden and finish what I was doing and find him later. So anyway, I'm back out in the garden now because I need to do some trimming. I think I've got to cut the grass at the front of the house again, because the grass has really grown since I cut it the other day. And the other thing I wanted to do was some basil seeds. Yeah, I just remembered that, because last year I'd done a big pot of basil, and it was really lovely to have with the tomatoes. Not that the tomatoes ripened at the same time as the basil grew. But anyway, I do like tomatoes with basil. So I really do need to do some trimming, because I haven't done any trimming for a few days and everything is growing mad now. So we need to just shut the back of the polytunnel and get the... So it didn't rain all day, so I thought it was going to rain. It threatened to rain off and on all day long today, but luckily it hasn't actually rained. But it is quite chilly now. Not saying that, probably when I'm trimming I'll probably get quite warm, won't I? Yeah, I think I will. These little plants here looking a bit yellowy. I think they're petunias. I might need to put them in a pot or something, you know, outside, just put them on display somewhere. This is looking a bit dry. Oh wow, that's really dry. I need to water that. That's really, really, really dry. Oh, why is that so dry? I'm going to have to go and water this little plant because it's got a brassica in it, but it's also got one of them Livingston daisies in it. So I better water that right now. I think that's the only thing that really is dry. How weird. Anyway, I got completely distracted already. Actually, there's some water here. If I just pop it in there, it can suck it up from the bottom. That might be the best thing to do. Getting completely distracted. Oh my god. I've got a brain of a fish, a goldfish. I go around a bowl, and then I completely forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Right. Concentrate, Sue. Concentrate. Battery's going to run out. I haven't got much battery power left on my chart on my phone, so we can't really show you what we're going to be doing today. So I'll probably show you before, but I might not be able to finish this video. What is Enki done?